Coal Miner's Daughter is the 1980 musical biopic of Loretta Lynn, directed by Michael Apted. It stars Sissy Spacek as Loretta Lynn and Tommy Lee Jones and Levon Helm. The movie is all about it focuses really deep on Loretta Lynn and Doolittle Lynn. Doolittle Lynn is was Loretta Lynn's husband, who in this film was played by Tommy Lee Jones. And this is it's your traditional standard musical biopic. It's a rags to riches story, something that you've seen done many, many times before. But you haven't really seen. Okay, although the general formula of this movie is very much the same as in most other musical biopics, the two things that it does better is it has a fantastic lead performance, and this also features, surprisingly enough, some good country music. Everyone that knows me knows how much I hate country, but this was back in the old country days. When the days when you had Loretta Lynn and Waylon Jennings and Conway Twitty and Merle Haggard, and yeah, it was just really fun stuff at the time. But not every song in this is good. So some songs in this are good. It's country, so yeah, I'm a little picky with this. But yeah, the music could have gone a lot worse. The movie, it is, as I said, it's a rags to riches story. Loretta is she's a teenager living in this tiny Kentucky coal mining town, and she meets this guy named Doolittle Lynn, who's played by Tommy Lee Jones, as I said, and he ends up they then falling in love, and they get married, even though Loretta's only a teenager, and much to her surprise, well, much to his surprise mostly, she has a pretty good singing voice. He encourages her to perform at different gatherings, and yeah, eventually one thing leads to another. She ends up rising to the top and becomes one of country music's biggest stars. The relationship between Loretta and Doolittle, it's not really much of an abusive relationship. It's kind of tumultuous, but it's just they sound like an old married couple like throughout the whole thing. And I I honestly wasn't really much of a fan of the clashing that happened between the two. Like I've seen lots of movies where the couples bicker and argue, and that there's even some more violent marriage stories out there. Like a movie that I loved, which is similar to Coal Miner's Daughter, musical biopic, is What's Love Got to Do with It, the Tina Turner and Ike Turner movie. And that movie is way more violent in terms of the husband and wife going at it than this is. But this one right here, just it did not seem rewarding at all to see the relationship between Doolittle and Loretta grow. It just seemed more of like, okay, here they go again. They're arguing. They're just it just seemed rather annoying to see them go at it than anything else. And the performance by Tommy Lee Jones. Tommy Lee Jones is he's a really talented actor. I do like him, but this right here, just he just okay. Put it this way: when the first bit of when he starts becoming pushy, the movie kind of takes the plunge right then and there. Because beforehand, I was really loving this movie. They're in the Kentucky coal mine, and they fall in love, and I was really liking it. It was pretty immersive, but yeah, everything after that between them two, and that's really the majority of the film is the relationship between Loretta Lynn and Doolittle. Good thing that Sissy Spacek is she's better than Tommy Lee Jones at acting, and this is probably her best performance. Like, this only film she's won the Oscar for, and I would say deservedly so. Because there's also Carrie, which was like her big breakout film in 1976, and she was nominated for In the Bedroom from 2001, which is my favorite film of hers. But yeah, this is a case where the Academy definitely got the thing right with naming Sissy Spacek the best actress of the year. And yeah, so really, aside from the coal mine, we didn't really have a whole lot of greatness going on for it. Well, aside from the acting, I mean, like story wise, we didn't really have a whole lot going on for it. You can really tell that it just seemed like really heavy handed, and nothing really felt really authentic. I'm sure that if it was anyone else that wrote it, I mean, I know that this is based on Loretta Lynn's autobiography, but if the screenplay was better, then I'm sure that it would have been better. Would have felt more. I would have reacted better to all the humane stuff instead of just acting well to the good country music that's presented in this. But nonetheless, the movie itself, it is good. As I said, great performance by Sissy Spacek. And yeah, this movie is definitely passable. I'll give it 3 stars.